Okay, so we are the first day on your UK tour. How are you feeling about performing tonight?
Oh, I can't wait. It's been planned for just over 8 months. So a lot of hard work has went into getting to this stage, and um, we've been doing very well at home, and we've had so many people in touch from the UK, and because tonight is almost a sellout, it just makes it even more special. So we can't wait.
Fair enough. How do you feel about performing? Does it do you feel nervous or excited or a bit both?
A bit of both. Of course, I'm very excited, but like every show, I suffer a wee bit from stage nerves, but they go once you get out on the stage, and so no, I would say more excitement.
Fair. What inspires you to perform?
I think the connection with the audience, the fact that music is such a powerful and healing resource for people. It brings us together, it makes us happy, it makes us sad. It's a way for us all to express ourselves, to enjoy ourselves, to heal. And it has been a constant in my life since I was very young, and it's just something that I think's in the blood. And when it's in the blood, it's very difficult to think of nothing else. It's part of life.
Yeah. Well, I know that Jealous of the Angels is a particularly emotional song, and it's very successful. It got multi-platinum. So would you say that its success is due to the fact you have quite a personal connection with the song?
I think so. I think when a song is performed and indeed written from a place which is sincere and genuine and from a place of integrity, I think that the listener feels that and gets that. And of course, Jealous of the Angels was written by a good friend of mine, Jen Bostick, and Jen wrote that song following the very tragic passing of her daddy, and so it come from a very real place. And indeed, I can also relate very much personally to the lyrics of the song, and I do think that has a huge bearing on the song's success.
It is a really beautiful song, and the way that you perform it is honestly it's really touching. I love it. So, what were you doing before the music career kicks off?
Well, I've only been singing for the last 10 years, and for the last, I suppose I went to college with aspirations of training to be a teacher, and following college I came out and worked in the field of domestic violence for 5 years. I worked with children and young people at risk of homelessness for 2 years with the charity Action for Children, and then I worked another 5 years in the NHS with children on the autism spectrum. So a very broad field, but alongside that I've always been recording music as well. So busy life.
Yeah.
But now it's music full time.
Yeah.
For now.
Well, it's pretty obvious from sort of social media and everything that you have a lot of loyal fans. What would you say was the moment that you sort of realised, wow, I'm famous?
Oh gosh. Do you know, I still don't feel famous at all. I feel very normal and very ordinary, and yes, we've had huge success, but I don't feel famous at all.
You still don't?
No, absolutely not.
Is it weird being on tour? Like, what is it difficult? I imagine you leave obviously Concoms with you, but you leave the rest of your family behind. Is that hard or?
That's probably one of the most difficult things, and for that reason, I suppose, although it looks very busy touring, I try to keep confined to short spurts of time. So this one is the longest one, and it's for 11 days. And that is the hardest bit. That is the sacrifice.
Yeah.
But it just means that you have to balance your time. So when I get off tour, I'll be taking the summer off, and it means that the kids have mummy to themselves for 2.5 full months.
Bet they'll be so excited when
They
you get
will,
home.
They will.
They'll be-
And 11 days away is worth 2 months
Yes.
off. So we're very excited about that.
Well, what do you enjoy about being on tour? What are the best bits? What makes it worthwhile?
I think it's meeting people and just having, I mean, it's one thing going viral on social media, and of course I love to see all of the emails and the messages and that interaction with people online, but I don't think anything beats that personal human contact. And you know, when you're performing, you feel the energy with the audience after the concert is over, to get talking to people and just to hear how your music has connected with them. That's the payoff, and that's what makes it all worthwhile.
Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for chatting
You're very
to me.
welcome. Thank you
It's
very much.
been absolutely lovely meeting you, and I wish you the absolute best of luck tonight. I'm sure it's going to go fantastic.
Oh, I can't wait.
Brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome.